call out and pulled me back. It was still clear to everyone that Ivanka was his favorite. So much so that Don Jr., jokingly or not, asked his dad why.
Which is your favorite Trump child, and why is it Ivanka?
But like any father would, the former president said all his children were his favorites. Consider. I wanna take a walk on the wild side. I won't stop till I'm satisfied. I just wanna know out. Till satisfied.
Quick! The quicker picker-upper. Bounty.
Considering she was the first child to be hired at the White House, it seems like there was some favoritism. Number 4, relationship with mom. For the first time in a long time, the Trump family was seen together again in public to pay their respects to Ivana Trump, Ivanka, Don Jr., and Eric's mother. Ivanka has always been close to her father, but she was just as close to her mother as well. Even in their closeness, there were some tense mother-daughter moments. Ivanka once told Marie Claire, "I think my mom threatened to put me up for adoption a few times." But it was the eulogies that showed the difference in the relationship between Ivana and her kids. While Don Jr. chose to share stories that weren't so pleasant about his mother, Ivanka, a broken chandelier, and a wooden spoon, Ivanka shared about how her mother encouraged her to wear shorter skirts. An interesting contrast, to say the least. Number 5, accepting defeat. Ivanka was the only person in her family that worked in politics with her father to publicly acknowledge President Biden. She posted on the day of the inauguration, while her brothers continued posting pictures of their father's rallies of unflattering memes about the president-elect, showing their sentiments on the election outcomes. This may have been Ivanka's way of being politically correct while not completely going against her father's wishes. Can't blame her when sources say he was enraged at the mere thought of Ivanka attending the inauguration. None of the Trump family attended the inauguration, including the former president, which broke precedent. This post was one clear step that Ivanka wasn't going to continue the fight with her father and brothers, at least not on her social media. Number 6, future political aspirations. There have been some reports from close sources that Ivanka has her own future plans in politics, more than just playing a role in her father's future campaigns. Even her mother, Ivana, believed she could become the first female U.S. president. Though there haven't been any official statements regarding her future in politics, Ivanka is still working with former Trump administration officials as an advisor for the America First Policy Institute. So Ivanka hasn't completely gotten rid of her connection to politics, but not in the same role most people expected her to take on. But once an advisor, always an advisor in this case. But if Ivanka ever decided to take her mother's advice, the work she's been doing could be a branch into a future in politics. Only time will tell. Number 7, public perception. Public perception is always important when living life in the public eye. And considering Ivanka was raised in the public eye, she understands the power of perception. In her 2009 book, The Trump Card, Ivanka wrote that perception is more important than reality. If someone perceives something to be true, it's more important than if it is in fact true. Granted, this was in the context of negotiating and securing deals, but it's not hard to see that public perception regarding the Trump family as a whole has changed in the last few years, and it has impacted Ivanka's life outside of politics. Since leaving work as her father's presidential advisor, Ivanka hasn't been sitting front row at fashion shows like she once was, and isn't making cameos on hit TV shows like Gossip Girl anymore. That is enough for the socialite to retreat and keep her distance from the rest of her family's shenanigans. Number 8, under oath. Ivanka Trump may be the only one in her family to publicly agree with Attorney General William Barr's finding that the 2020 elections were not stolen.
Not agree with the idea of saying the election was stolen.
During her deposition for the events leading up to and on January 6, 2021, Ivanka said she accepted what the Attorney General said.
I respect Attorney General Barr.
Her brothers and father, however, do not agree and are still maintaining that the elections were stolen. So far, Ivanka was the only one in her family to testify, and her father was not happy about what she said under oath. He took to his social media platform Truth Social to share his opinion, saying, Ivanka Trump was not involved in looking at or studying election results. She had long since checked out and was, in my opinion, only trying to be respectful to Bill Barr and his position as Attorney General. Even Ivanka's